thing can't even do a burnout in the shop. I mean, it did. But... There you go.
The fucker was pushing through the gravel.
Yeah, well, oh my God.
I was jammed on the brakes, dude. I couldn't do it.
Look at that.
Goddamn truck couldn't hold back. I needed some chains to hold it because it just wanted to push right through the thing.
It did leave some good...
I'm surprised they even spun.
Oh, barely.
Barely, yeah. I don't even know if I want to post that. The E-Mobile is going to look weak.
I mean, not when you show them that.
Good brakes. Hello, and welcome back to HunterTuned. Today we are messing with Christian's car because he's had a lot of weird issues going on with his car lately, and we're trying to pinpoint what the hell's going on. So about a week ago when we went to go racing...
A week ago today.
Literally a week ago. No, it was a week ago yesterday, I think. No, it was a week.
It was Thursday, yeah.
Literally a week ago today. He had the same exact problem that he has today. So I don't know if the universe is trying to tell Christian that this is part of racing or what the deal is, but he has fried multiple map sensors on this car now, and we don't know what's going on. And I kind of came over here to see what was going on with the car, and we diagnosed a few little things going on, but it's like the HON data keeps corrupting the file on the tune, and the map sensors keep giving weird readings, and the wiring is verified, and all that, but we don't know what else is going on. So I went over here and we checked all the chassis grounds. So we got a ground from the tranny to the frame, and we got another ground on this side, and I verified that all those were good. This one was loose, so I tightened it up. I don't know if that's going to cause anything or not, but it might. So we got that ground tightened up, and then we went into the ECU side of things, and I went through and I checked out what was going on the ECU. And this ECU was actually running in Michael's car for a while. No problems. At least he didn't have any problems I don't know of. And Christian has been running it for a while with no problems as well. Now, on the other hand, this ECU does have some stuff going on with it that is not right. And I don't know if those are causing the issues that we're dealing with. So normally when you install a Honda S300 or any chipped ECU, whenever you chip the computer to make it run on, you know, a HunterTuned map or whatever, you need to install a couple things into the ECU, and I'm going to show you those things right now. So now that we removed the S300 from the board, we can actually visually see what's going on inside of here. So I looked at all the solder joints on the back side of the computer, and those all look okay, but this computer is not running the R54 resistor underneath J1, and J1 is another jumper wire that you need to install when you're chipping the computer. You need to install the J1 jumper and the resistor that goes in R54. This computer has never had R54 resistor installed, and it is also an automatic ECU that is not converted to manual. So this computer is still an automatic ECU. They did not take RP17 and RP18 and delete them and then install a jumper wire on the, I think it's RP18 or something that needs a jumper wire. So those resistors need to be removed to convert it to a manual. And then on top of all that, J12, which is another resistor over on this side of the board, is still installed, not cut, and the car was data logging, wasn't it? Normally when you still have J12 attached onto the ECU, it won't data log at all. Yeah. So that's why this computer is like a weird thing. I don't know what's going on with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some stuff with this computer to see what's going on with it, because we would like to go racing tomorrow, and we're gonna probably just plug my computer into it, see if the car is okay and see if the map sensor is still okay, and then if we figure out that the computer is the issue, we will go through this computer and do those things I just said and see if it fixes the issue. Check out my sick new ride though, dude. You like my new Harley?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking $200 scooter. We actually just picked up another one yesterday. Me and Christian fixed up. We got it for $100 and or $150 we paid for it, and it had some issues going on with it. I forgot what was even wrong with it. It had a dead battery. It didn't run, and the car was all messed up. They had the fuel lines running to the wrong spot. Alrighty guys, skip ahead a day and we're at the track. So we figured Christian's car out. It ended up being a bad map sensor again. I think we just had some bad luck with some sensors, honestly guys. So we got Christian's car running good again. He's on 18 pounds on the stock map sensor, so we had to cheat the tune a little bit to get the stock map sensor to read a little higher boost. So the tune's not perfect, obviously, because we had to trick it. We had to trick the map sensor, but we did it. It works, and we'll still be able to race the car. So anyways, Christian's car is here. We got the Del Sol all loaded up on the trailer, and we brought that up here as well. Slicks and skinnies are all on it. We're running the 24.5s on this car. Being a single cam, it's a little scary, but we're gonna send it. So yeah, hopefully the little $600 Civic does good today. The goal is like a bottom 12. If it does that, I'll be super happy. So let's just not break some axles, and I want to get these cars to 60 foot today. That's the goal. I want to get Christian's car to 60 foot, like a 1.8, and I want a 60 foot, a 1.7 or something in this thing. So we'll see if we'll be able to do it or not. Christian's going to throw his tires on right now. The only downfall with Christian's car is he's running a 22-inch slick, which really doesn't have a whole lot of bite to it. But I think if we lower the tire pressure down a little bit on his, and he just gets used to driving the thing a little more and gets a little more confident, we might be able to get the thing to 60 foot a little better. So what's your goal for today?
Make a pass.
Make a pass? You should have a goal. Let's have a goal today, Christian.
Yeah, make a pass.
Oh, that'll be pretty easy. Christian's gonna meet his goal today. Alrighty guys, so we are about to go up and make our first pass. I got the tires there down to about 12 pounds. I want to keep a little bit of air in the tires, because if the car wants to hook really hard and tends to, if it wheel hops, I want to have the tire pressure there so it can kind of just skid out of the 60 foot. It might not hook as good this way, but I want to feel the car out, see if it's going to wheel hop, because it definitely wheel hops on the street. But I think with the bigger tire and bigger sidewall, the wheel hop usually goes away when you have the big slick on. So we're going to try it. I have the launch at 5,500 right now, and I'm hopefully just not going to break it. That's my goal for the first pass. So yeah, 821 shows up. Ryan, I always call you 821, and me and Christian always joke about it. We're like, what? His name's Ryan. But he brought the 350Z out, and he's gonna just go drive it down the track and feel the car out, kind of like what I'm doing on my first pass. And yeah, hopefully we can get our shit dialed.
Just trying to get watt data.
Yep.
Alrighty guys, we are about to go make our first pass in the Del Sol. Hopefully this thing does alright.
Kind of excited here. It's been a minute since I raced a Honda. Like this. This stock suspension is like I'm driving a V8 car, because the whole car lifts up and squats down way too far. 12.5? No fucking way! This bitch just went 12.50. No way! This thing literally just went 12.50. With the shittiest pass of my life, it went 12.50. Not bad, not bad. Alrighty guys, so we just made our first passes. Christian ended up going a 14.0 at 99 mile an hour to 160 foot, and his clutch was slipping, right? Bad. Yeah, clutch was slipping bad, he says. Second and third gear, he felt it.
Left my fucking e-brake on. Looks like I'm racing a Mustang. Good old second gear burnout. for the shaking. There's fucking shit in my dash that's all fucked, but there's a dump! Fuck yeah! Holy shit. God, after all that 8th mile racing, I could really use that fucking quarter mile.
Same story with the Del Sol. We got to figure out a good clutch situation for these single cams, because even this competition clutch in mine is not enough for the task here at hand. The Del Sol did do a 12.5 at 110, which is pretty decent. That's actually that's not too bad for the first lick out on the car here with the clutch slipping. So this is my pass here. It did a 2.0 60 foot, which is pretty shitty. 89 mile an hour to the 8th at 820, and then on the quarter 12.5 at 110, almost 111, and I think I might have lifted early, so I'm gonna give it the beans this next one. The problem with this clutch in the Del Sol is it's very high engagement point, so I don't know if the engagement point has anything to do with it, or if my foot was maybe resting on the clutch a little bit. So I'm going to try and just make sure my foot is completely off of the clutch and try to 60 foot the car a little bit better, because it was sticking and the whole car was like weight transferring because the stock suspension. The Mustang. The clutch just hates life. I have to like feather the clutch to get it to stick. Woo! This fucker rips though. Alright guys, so we are out at the track. Why the fuck did I just say that? I don't know why. So anyways, the Del Sol's clutch has been slipping really noticeably first to second gear and out of the hole, and I think that's why the car is not 60 footing that well, because from the videos on my phone, it doesn't seem like the car is spinning at all. It just seems like it's riding out of the hole, like it's riding the clutch the whole entire time. So what I did is I actually went in the clutch pedal adjustment down underneath the dash here. There's a 12 mil and a rod that goes through from the master cylinder onto the clutch pedal, and that adjustment was like a quarter of the rod was sticking through there. So it was adjusted way too far out. So I adjusted the pedal so it has free play, and we're gonna try another pass with it. Christian's car was the same way with the clutch adjustment, so I'm hoping that this simple clutch adjustment is going to fix both our clutches slipping. I really hope it does, because I would like to get the Deli just more consistent without the clutch slipping, so, and actually see what it can do. So, how'd your first pass go?
21.5 at 91.
Wow, that really back halves, huh?
4.1 60 foot.
4-1, nice. Not too bad, not too bad. Looking to improve on your second pass,
I
or?
picked up 7 seconds on the last pass. So.
Hey, you're heading in the right direction.
Yep.
Anyways, Ryan's just here getting some data for the tune on his 350. And yeah, I told him probably wouldn't be a good idea to launch it on the street tires anyways.
That was the first time that I revved out any of the gears.
Yeah. So let's go check out and see what Christian's gonna do now after we adjusted the clutch. Christian is racing a 2-stroke dirt bike. If this ain't Wisconsin drag racing, I don't know what is. Damn. Well, Christian's car got out of the hole a lot better, but let's see. I think he missed a gear.
Alright guys, so it looks like I'm racing a fucking dirt bike. Should be pretty fun. We just adjusted my clutch. It was slipping last time.
If you let that dirt bike win, you're a fucking disgrace.
I know.
He beat my dad. My dad runs a 1903 in his fucking Honda, but that's stock.
Really?
Yeah.
Scares me a little bit, but
Yeah, but you got turbo.
yeah.
My dad's just got a 1.8, no turbo.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a staging guy. He's really cool.
a little better, but it still slipped into second gear there. I have to frickin' pedal it in second for the clutch to grab. And that's what's really hurting the ET. If this thing had a clutch and wouldn't slip, it'd probably go 11s. That sucker launched a lot better though. I bet you the 60-foot improved. We'll find out. Yeah, 193 60-foot, so it's definitely better than 2.0. That was a burnout, holy crap. In second gear that time. All right, no lift shifting, second gear, clutch slips. If I lift to second gear, the clutch holds.
It's time for me to move on and get something else. So if anyone wants to buy it, let me know. 12-second car. Yeah, let me know. Instagram is cblake1313, I think, or my email is cblake1313@gmail.com. Let me know.
Alrighty guys, so we are back from the track now. Had a fun time at RSD, Real Street Drags at Wisconsin International Raceway. Got to say hi to some subscribers and watch a couple subscribers race their cars too. I know there was a guy up there with a blue Civic SI. And he had some radials on it, and he was having a good time. And Ryan was up there kind of just shaking down the 350Z. And yeah, anyways, we had a good time. I had the deli working pretty good. The only thing is that clutch stop adjustment on the pedal there, I had to adjust that a little bit. And then after I did that, the car quit slipping. It didn't slip as bad, I should say, because I didn't bang second gear as hard as I normally would. But when I get behind the wheel of a Honda, I drive it extremely hard, usually, and that's why I can ET pretty good in most Hondas. I'm not trying to be arrogant, but it's just kind of, I have fucking 10 years driving these things every year. I've raced Hondas for quite a while. But anyways, so I wanted to go over the time slips with you guys for the Del Sol and show you kind of the breakdown. So this is the first pass we made in the car. It went 12:59 at 110. 2.0 60-foot. This was with the launch control a little bit lower, like 5200 or 5500. I don't exactly remember what it was at. And yeah, 5.4 to 330, 820 to the 8th. So that pass was okay. And then we did improve on one of the other passes. I actually raised the two-step up a little bit because I actually watched on my camera the slow-mo footage of the car to see if it was busting the tires off or not. And Honda's actually 60-foot better when they bust the tires off out of the hole. Like, you want to have some wheel spin out of the hole to keep the wheel speed up. And if you kind of just fully load the car like what the Del Sol was doing, it's really hard on the clutch and it's really hard on everything else. So I raised the two-step on the car, and it did a better 60-foot and a better 330-foot by at least a 1/10. So we picked up a 1/10 in the 60 and 330 there, which ended us a better quarter-mile ET. It went 1240 at 114 with a 4. So this was, I think, the best pass in the car tonight. 114 mile an hour is not too bad for considering we have $600. We bought the car for $600 and pretty much just fixed the problems that it had. We didn't really put any money into it, maybe a little bit if you wanted to count the clutch and the fuel pump and injectors and stuff like that. We did put a little bit of money into it.
All that stuff is free.
But it technically was free because I have the injectors, I have the the stock and stuff like that, and then Michael let me use the clutch and the fuel pump. I didn't ask Michael to use his fuel pump. He was kind of mad about that. I'm sorry, Michael. But I was planning on buying Michael a brand new fuel pump for just letting me use the one that was in his car for the time being, because I'm probably not going to be keeping the Del Sol much longer, just because I really just wanted to kind of race the single cam and race just to kind of see what the car would do, just to get another feel for like how a car normally feels, what it should ET in the quarter, so I can just kind of reference for you guys, because I know there's a lot of guys out there that race single cams and they kind of just want to know like, hey, how fast can my car go with junk?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is kind of a goal for some of you guys. If you have a basic Viterra build, it should do a mid 12 on like 20 pounds of boost. And honestly, this setup will go 11s fairly easily if it had a good clutch, like a good clutch where you could wide open throttle shift first to second gear. This setup, without a doubt, would go 11s. And also the suspension on the car is bone stock, so that is another hindering factor of the setup, because if you guys watch in the video, I don't know if I put any outside car footage here, but the car would literally squat to the point where it was tucking the tires in the back because the front end would lift up so much from the acceleration. That was a big hindrance, because you want to keep as much weight on the nose of a front wheel drive car as you can. So yeah, anyways, but those were pretty much the time slips. The car did like 1250, 1250, 1240, 1240, 1240, you know, like it was consistent, but wasn't, you know, it did exactly kind of what I figured it would do. Probably would have ET'd a little bit better with a better clutch, but, you know, is what it is. We might be selling the Del Sol, and we might be selling Christian's car as well, and we might be selling, actually, the CRX is already up for sale, and we plan on selling a bunch of cars off right now because I have a lot of projects going on, guys, and I really want to kind of slim the herd, slow down a little bit, and just kind of enjoy what we're doing, because we've been going so fucking hard. This summer has flown by. It's already August, and I feel like just yesterday we got the shop.
Right.
And literally everything we've been doing has just been like go, 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 and I haven't had time to like sit and actually enjoy what we're doing. So that's kind of what I want to do. I want to get some changling in my pocket and sell off some stuff that I have. You know, obviously we want to make some money on the Del Sol flipping it, because clearly we don't have a lot of money into it, and we could probably sell it for like 2,500 bucks or $3,000 maybe. And then the CRX I also have up for sale for 2,500 bucks. That car, I don't know, it's not like super near and dear to my heart to keep that car either. The purple car I do want to finish, but it's just kind of one of those things that car needs kind of a lot of money to get going, you know, such as a clutch and stuff like that. The clutch is $1,000 bucks. The frickin', that's really all I need. I just want to get some changling in my pocket to sell that stuff. We also picked up these scooters. So this Honda Metropolitan we picked up for 250 bucks, and that Raketa 150 over there, GY6 150 scooter, we picked up for 150. And we're going to sell both of these and probably get like $1,000 for both of these, I'm thinking, or somewhere around there is what I've kind of estimated. So if we can sell all this stuff off, me and Christian just kind of want to maybe do some business stuff and, you know, continue making more money so we can do more cool stuff.
Making money moves.
Yeah, making money moves is what we're trying to do here. So Christian is also going to sell his car. I know I have been personally telling Christian, and we might talk about this in another video. This is just like blabbing at the end of this video. But Christian has been, I've been telling Christian for the last couple track days now. I said, dude,
not even
you should really,
like 3 months.
The last like 3 months I've been telling Christian, like, hey, dude, you should just sell your car. And he's kind of asked me why, kind of not asked me why. But the reason I am telling Christian to sell his car is because when I was Christian's age, which I'm only a couple years older than Christian, but when I was younger, I would literally go through cars like they were water. And the reason I did that is because A, I didn't have a whole lot of money to play with, and B, it kind of kept me into the sport. So obviously I've been telling you guys that we're kind of burnt out right now because we've been doing this all summer long. Like literally, there's been like one day this whole year that we haven't been at the shop wrenching on something. And like I said, we're kind of just trying to slow down a little bit and maybe just enjoy life and enjoy what we're doing. So
not even just this summer. Ever since I started helping you back in April when I got laid off.
Yeah.
You know, it's been literally nonstop go since then, and it's fucking August. So.
Yeah, and it's not a bad thing. We're working really hard, and you know, we're just trying to keep everybody happy. But it's really hard with the YouTube channel and messages and emails and
8, 10, 12 hours a day.
Yeah, literally, like
For
you guys probably don't see it because I don't film all of it, but we literally have been going hard all summer. So where am I going with this? Okay, so anyways, I was telling you guys that Christian, I've been telling him to sell his car because blah blah. I already talked about that, but the reason I want him to do that is because if you continuously build cars and sell them, you learn a lot of stuff. You learn so much stuff, and you're motivated because it's a new thing and a new project and new stuff, and it keeps you into the sport.
Yeah.
Like where if you're continuously fucking with the same four-door you've had for the last 3 years. 4 years. He's had the Civic for 4 years now, and he's continuously just raced the same car, raced the same thing, done the same stuff. And I told him, I'm like, you're just going insane, man, because you're just going out there doing the same thing every time we race. And even Christine was saying tonight that you have improved on your driving a lot.
Oh yeah.
Even Christine was like, dude, his fucking first pass or whatever was lit. Like Christian's learning how to drive a lot better. But all this stuff takes time. But you'll learn a lot faster, and you'll have more fun with like new projects and new things to do. Yeah. And when you sell one car, you have money to put into another car. So like what I always do is I take a car, if I sell a car for say $2,500 or $3,000, I go out and buy a car for like $500 or $1,000, and then I have $1,500 or $2,000 to put into this car, and it like gets your brain, like you get ideas and you get excited about doing whatever you're going to do to this new car. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to sell a lot of the Hondas off. Like I said, Christian's going to try to sell his. I'm going to try to sell mine, or some of mine. Fucking the CRX, the Deli, the mopeds. I don't know what else I'll sell, but I'm definitely keeping the CRV because that thing has like got me excited to build. Like I'm honestly more stoked to build the CRV than the purple car right now.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. It's just like something fun that I want to do. But anyways, thanks for watching the video, guys. Drop a like. Sorry we rambled a bunch at the end of the video. We'll probably recap this stuff in another video. So be sure to subscribe and be on the lookout for more videos coming here soon. But anyways, thanks for watching. Peace out. Have a great night and a better tomorrow. And we will see you later.